Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of CampusCare EdTalks. EdTalks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is benefits of an active professional learning community, and to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Miss Sunita Madan, ma'am, principal of Salwan Public School, Ghaziabad. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
How are
It's
you doing,
great to
ma'am?
be connected with Intab. I'm good. I'm good.
It's so great
Happy
to
to be
have
in
you
touch.
here on board with us, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, ma'am, let's start off with the session, ma'am, shall we?
Yes, yes.
So, firstly, ma'am, what is an active professional learning community, and what exactly are they, for? What is their purpose basically?
See, as Meg, you said, I'm from a educational institution, and we all know that whether we are a teacher or a student, we are all learners at the end of the day. Because until we learn, we will not be able to improve on the systems and on learning of our children. So, professional learning community is a group of educators, like-minded people who try to collaborate, share their learnings, and bring about a positive change in the learners, that is the students, because the ultimate aim of education is that each and every child, howsoever gifted the child is or howsoever different the child may be, each and every child has to reach his fullest potential. So, this community, professional learning community, is a team of people who share their ideas regularly and exchange their learnings and bring about a positive change in the students' learning.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very beautifully
Yeah.
explained. Moving forward, ma'am, how is this active professional learning community is different from the traditional structure?
So when we talk about a traditional school, I think Mehak, you and me might have gone to a school like that where there's a fixed timetable. The teachers are having their own workspaces. They have their own responsibility. If I'm teaching maths, I'm teaching exclusively maths for a particular class. So I have a mundane timetable. I have a fixed mindset. I'm the king in my classroom. I'm doing chalk and talk. I'm discussing, with the children that this is how I will, explain this concept, and this is my worksheet, and this is how I will test you. Assessment is also traditional. But when it comes to a professional learning community, there's no such set timetable in an organization. Rather, we are quite flexible. In fact, two teachers can work collaboratively on a certain topic. For example, if as a bio teacher, I'm talking about physiology, and I have to teach something on sports physiology, the muscle strength. Then I would rather call in the physical education teacher also along with me, and we can discuss maybe in the playground how exactly this muscle dynamics works. So the teachers, they work collaboratively in case of a professional community, whereas in a traditional setup, we see that there's a single teacher and that teacher has a total grasp on the situation in the classroom. She decides when the questions will be asked, she decides when the testing will be done. And here the teachers might have a sort of a negative mindset also, because community, then all the teachers, they'll work collaboratively, and what is the outcome that all of us are looking at, that our children, our students are able to grasp the topic that we want to bring about. I mean, the change that we want to bring about. In leadership, when we talk about a traditional setup, the principal is one in one, and the principal decides what has to be done and what not, and he'll be having a sort of a bureaucratic approach. But when it comes to collaborative learning, in case of professional learning community, then it'll be a shared or a collaborative leadership. So people will have a say, people will be able to give suggestions, and we will be able to even fine tune the process which we had initially decided. So it'll be a dynamic kind of a setup. The school will be a dynamic setup. And when a teacher comes to a traditional school, then the teacher feels that, okay, I'm going to my workplace.
Yeah.
Whereas when we talk about a professional learning community, the teachers will have a sort of ownership. They'll feel that we own the school, we are the ones who are the drivers of this institution, and they will have a, kind of a say in the whole thing, and they'll find joy in coming to the school. They would never want to miss out the school on, giving some excuses. So I think these are the main differences between traditional and the professional learning community. So
Thank you.
one is inflexible and the other one is flexible and dynamic.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am. Very beautifully explained. Moving forward, ma'am, what makes a good professional learning community in your opinion, ma'am?
Okay, so if we talk about a learning community, I was going through some researches also. A person, an educationist called Blankenstein, he said that there are six main principles which we need to follow if we really want to have a successful learning community. One is that everyone should have a common mission and a vision. That is, the goal should be one. And the goal in an educational institution will be to bring about a positive impact on all the children in the school in all the ways. Second is ensuring that achievement of the students, all the students, is there. It should not happen that we're looking only at a particular niche kind of student community. So this will work only when we are catering to all the kinds of students. Then collaborative teaming is very essential if we want to have a professional learning community. It can't happen that if I am doing some exceptional research, I shirk from sharing it with my team members. I have to be very open and we have to see that we face the challenges together. And this is data driven. I mean, whatever new initiatives we take up in a learning community, these initiatives should have some basis. It should not be just on the whims and fancies of the principal
Hmm.
of the school or the leader or the HOD or somebody. It should be data driven that, yes, when we use this particular strategy for explaining a particular concept in my class, I see that there is a marked improvement in the learning levels of the students. And the next one is the active engagement of the family and the community. So, no innovative strategy will be successful unless and until the parents and the community members are also on the board. When we are teaching and connecting the concepts with the community, the challenges which are there in the community, then only the child will be able to connect learning with the daily life situation. And the last one is building sustainable leadership model. I mean, everyone should have a say in the community. So these were the principles given by Bernstein. But if you ask me, I think the main focus of the learning community has to be on the student achievement, student learning. And it should be a shared knowledge and expertise based model. That is, everyone is honestly sharing because I may be good in something and you may be good in something else. So, if we are tapping the right potential in each and every team member, then only the success of an institution can be foreseen. And it is a continuous learning process. That means that whether I'm a principal or I'm a teacher, I am continuously improving my own knowledge. So each and every one of the team member is a learner throughout. It should not be that, okay, I know everything
Yeah.
and these are my ideas and I'm not going to budge from the path which I have decided. So I think these are some of the points which come to my mind.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
That was, very wonderfully explained. All the principles and everything, all the factors that makes a good learning community. And
Yeah.
lastly, ma'am, how is it beneficial for the students who are being taught this active learning community? How is it beneficial for the students, ma'am, according to you?
So, Mehak, as I said, the vision of a professional learning community is the student. I mean, student is the center of attraction. So, if we bring about a positive change in the student learning, that is, if by collaborating and if by devising new strategies, new teaching methods, I'm get in touch with my child and my child is able to understand what I'm trying to explain, then that's the most beautiful thing. I mean, when the child in the classroom itself is able to get the grip of the subject. Usually, what happens is like when we were students, the teachers used to teach in the class. We used to get maybe 20% in the class. And then when we used to go home, we used to do two, three questions based on those topics. And then when the test was there, we used to learn from the textbook, read from the textbook again. And that's how we were learning. But now in the classroom, if we are using innovative strategies and our students are able to enhance their learning levels, I think that's the most beneficial thing for the child, because the child is going to benefit a lot from the expertise of not just one teacher in the class, but by the team of experts who are working and deciding maybe in their meeting rooms
Yeah.
that how exactly today's teaching will take place in this particular classroom. Second is the student achievement. I mean, if the child is able to learn, obviously he will achieve better. His results will be better. His board results, his selection in the public examinations will be better if the classes are interesting. So, mastery on the subject will be there. Then, if the classes are interesting, none of us will feel like absenting ourselves from the school. So, it results in lower absenteeism. And the fourth point is, because I mean, as a child, if I develop interest in my class, I really appreciate and admire my teacher's way of teaching, then I will not absent myself. If I don't absent myself, I will not be behind in the class, in the sense that I will understand the concepts regularly and will not have lower grades, because once a child starts, I mean, is absent for, let's say,
Yeah.
2 days due to a medical illness, the child takes a lot of time to connect back, to come back on the track, because he has missed a few concepts which the teacher taught. So if this happens regularly, especially in the rural setup, if a child has been absenting regularly, he will not be able to understand. And one day is going to tell the parents that I don't feel like going to school because I don't understand anything. So I think this also works on the school dropout rates. And the most important is that if the classes are interesting due to the collaborative approach of the learning community, then the child will be able to connect the topics which the child is studying in the textbook with the daily life. I remember, because I'm from biology background, when we were studying about the different plant families, Solanaceae, Cruciferae, and all, and we had to learn by heart all the floral formulas and the floral diagrams. I used to think and wonder, like, why are we, I mean, learning this by heart? Why are the teachers asking them in the exam? But now I know that yes, if I know about the families, I know that what are the main characteristics of the plants belonging to that family, and now I'm able to connect it with the Ayurveda, the medicines that we make from different plant oils and secretions. So, I mean, it would have been wonderful if the teacher had told me in this is why we are learning these formulas, or this is why we are learning these families. So, if we are able to connect our learning in the textbooks with the daily life, I think a child will be a better citizen, and he will be proud of his country, and he will definitely do wonders, and will have a new startup maybe for the community to other. So this will help in betterment of the country as a whole.
Absolutely, ma'am.
That
Learning
is
will
what I
be a
think.
lot more, fun than it is now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Hmm.
Thank you so much, Sunita ma'am, for being here today with us.
Thank you.
It was lovely having you
Thank
here and listening to your viewpoints, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. And it was a pleasure interacting with you.
Thank you,
All
ma'am.
the best. Thank you.
And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.